Throwing it downfield, Charles. They just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and to make people miss and pick up. In this case, it didn't happen.
How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive? First red zone chance now for the Ravens. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards under. It'll be 2nd and 8.
We just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They go play action now. Jackson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
7th play of the drive coming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so it's 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A Raider first down, 17 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first down carry by Jones. And a nice move will nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just close to nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Come on, let's go. White 90. White 90. Ohio. Ohio.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And got his man complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Give him 5 on the carry. It'll be 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Play action. Now it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Leopard! Gun! 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 Gun!
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it to 43. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out.
Lucky 56.
Jackson from the shotgun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent block, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
A give. This is Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ronald Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone. 15-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him, what that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands on the ball, grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And it pops free. The collision there, ball loose and brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On play action, they'll throw. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Chris Conley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Walsh adds the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Ravens taking the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry. Normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still have a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Jackson on first down. Steps away to his left. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Seems like this defense, especially this area, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 1 yard the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. Able to shake him off. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ohio! Ohio! He's coming. Ohio! 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 Ohio!
On second down, it's Jones. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Here we go! Grand 38!
They're going to low. And incomplete here on 3rd down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a back. And now here come the Ravens. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Gun!
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Room to run inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Throwing is Jackson. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he'll go down at the 28. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down, shy of the marker.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Detroit!
Now Jackson on 1st down. Buying time to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
As far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Jackson going for it all. They went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive.
Already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this 1st half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the 1st half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
They'll try and start this drive in the air toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the silver and black continue to roll. Extra point up and good by Walsh. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now it's Jackson going up top. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance on the board.
Jackson being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. There's Jackson on third and he's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Final play of the Hexan. He's going to air one. This is caught. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coach. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's owned for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
3 down, 36.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 6. 1 yard, the pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback and expected.
That old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, Wilson. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Throwing is Wilson. On the move to his left. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. In for the score. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Now Myers for the extra point. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now 14-0. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Go. 14. Go.
Here's Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
signals. Gun. Spread left. I'll go special. Alert.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Don't take forever, okay? Run it. Let's go, 14.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Eddie Goldman in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Over the middle, complete. That's Drake. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. That's caught by Howard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
18. Move.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Right side caught by Jackson. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Trubisky dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
You see it?
On second down, here's Trubisky. Smith catches left side. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Come on, come on.
Now Trubisky on third and long. He leaves this one for Howard. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Escaping the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now it's Breida. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be third down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker.
14. 12. 14. Gun. Get this ball back to the offense. Let's go. Hey. Motion.
Now it's Wilson. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
This is Breida. Finding room inside the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They run with Breida down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gotta go. Check. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95. 95
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Flush to his right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
14. 12.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here's Myers now to kick it away. On the return comes Drake. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Bobby Wagner in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On the handoff, this is Howard. Big hold to the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. So we are at half. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the 3rd quarter now. On the return comes Drake. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. He got 29 yards that time. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Drake. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bears got into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
14. 14. Let's go, 14.
Now Wilson on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check 50, check 50.
Here's Breida. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
19. 12. Hey. Shut down. Motion.
On second down, here's Wilson. Now he'll escape to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack.
The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Tempo, baby, let's go. Let's go to work. Come on.
Wilson now looking to throw on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Spread left, spread left. Hey.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And able to find Kirk complete. 23 yards on the play.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
There. 18. Let's go, 14.
Wilson to throw on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. Hey, 0. 14. There. Both to Mike. Watch both. Gun. Hey.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. It's caught, block it. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Wilson to lock it there for the Seahawk first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Gotta go.
Now they try the right side here. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Gotta go.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Tempo. Tempo.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. Flushed out right. Open man is Kirk, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out of practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Trubisky will throw, and the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears draw a bit closer. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
14. Front left, front left. 14, front it.
On 1st down, Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 43 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
19. Right, easy. Check 51. Check 51.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And they'll go on the ground, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They run again with Breida. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. Myers connects on the PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep for Jim. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. A big play that time through the air. 56 yards. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on first and 10. A give to Howard. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now Trubisky to throw on second. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up second and 10. They'll toss it to Breida. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
95. Spot left. Check safety. Gun.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 19-point game. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They go with Howard to begin the drive, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey. Go! 180!
Now it's Trubisky. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
180!
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Seahawks, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And next week, they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, alongside Charles.
I'm very sorry.
And we're going to get the phone, his phone, out of you.
The important thing is that we're going to make you better.
Okay, here's how to make butter. Pour 2/3 cup cold heavy cream.
Snickers satisfies.